It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Sun Devils ready to get this thing started and open the season. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back. Zone, and they'll take over at the 25. to throw. It's Russell. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, first play under the lights. You had all day to think about how you wanted to start the game, and this defense, exactly how they wanted to do it. Get to the quarterback and get him on the ground.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Let's take a second about Arizona State. We start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name.
A shot toward the end zone, and they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Give to the running back. And some room to work. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Might as well give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Dropping back, it's Russell. Shoots it to the left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Let's talk about Alabama. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Catch is made at the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. So they put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Ball is free. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
First game of the year, you're always worried about turnovers, right? And this guy has the ultimate nightmare. On his first touch of the year, puts the ball on the ground. He's got to be able to flush that out now. You got to get ready to go play the next play.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quarterback may change this route. They'll leave it with him. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Russell. Throws to the tight end. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll try the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give on the inside. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown Tide. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You got to execute, you got to lock in.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the ground game. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Quarterback floating away from pressure. At the 35, he's loose. Breaks into the open. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
On the run, it's Robinson. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Got a man. It's Cole. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a 1st down.
Pickup from 5. That's a 1st down for the offense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, running back on the move. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter.
7, Arizona State, 3.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, he'll take that completion.
Home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. formation, see how the D reacts. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Comes that Alabama offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the right. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Grab behind the line. It's Culliver. Oh, he's got some space. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Card in the backfield. It's Culliver. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Offense in a bunch formation. The inside handoff. Picks up the first down. At the 35, he's got more. He has 60 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Looking for a man. It's Russell. Snagged out of the air. Oh, the Houdini-like moves get it to the 22.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive wants to throw. That's caught. It's Butler.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
The Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
And, man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
And the Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The screen, he's got wheels. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Cole. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Might be looking to run. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll immediately call timeout.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. From the gun, the give, looking for room. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Picks up the first down, still moving. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
There he goes. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll give it to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Dyer. Got it set up on the outside. Trucks through the defender. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job.
Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They're going to run it. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on that situation, the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Completes it in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Alabama quickly back to the line. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Bruce.
Wants to keep it in the air. Here's the pressure. Turns it on at midfield. turning it on. He's finally run out of bounds, but not before a huge gain.
The crowd already makes such a big impact in all college football games. This is the way you ignite them. You want to get them excited? QB breaking off a huge run? Yes, please. The crowd will be going bananas.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And what an awesome response from the defense. You give up a huge play the play before, and what do you come back? You come back and you get pressure on the quarterback, and you get him on the ground before he can make another big play.
Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Back open in the middle. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on fourth down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up fourth.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, trying to find his man. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Breaks into the open. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And the Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
To the air, it's Dyer. Under fire. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on third down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge third down conversion for this offense.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After run, now throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Indiana went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Hoosiers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. To the air, it's Russell. He turns that loose down the right side. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They want that clock to run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
It'll be third and long. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Got the quick pass. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, looking at matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Robinson. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back. You better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
Running the option. It's Dyer. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?